The Chiefs were trailing by 4 points with only 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining on Sunday night, leaving time for one final drive to win the game. It's the kind of situation that separates a good team from a great team. And just over a minute later, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense answered that question in epic fashion. Let's walk through the game-winning drive, which began at the Chiefs' 25-yard line and started with an 18-yard pass to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. The protection was excellent here, providing Mahomes with plenty of time to find Valdes-Scantling, who stopped on a dime on this comeback route near the sideline to get the drive going. The Chiefs then went tempo, hustling to the line for their next play before Mahomes scrambled for 6 yards up the left sideline. Here's a look from way up top. The Chargers rushed 4 here, dropping 7 into coverage, and while the Bolts got decent pressure here around the edge, it actually ended up flushing Mahomes to the only part of the field LA didn't have covered. This defender has to stick with Travis Kelce up the field to prevent a throw, and from there, it was simply a foot race against the Chargers' defensive line. 2 incompletions then followed, but the latter drew a holding call on Chargers safety Derwin James, setting the Chiefs up with a first down at the Chargers' 46-yard line with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. Keep in mind that the Chiefs were missing Juju Smith-Schuster, Mecole Hardman, and Kadarius Toney. Kansas City needed other guys to step up, and that's exactly what took place when Mahomes found Sky Moore for a 13-yard gain on the Chiefs' next play. First, the protection was great here once again. Mahomes had all day to scan the field, and then this was a really nice catch by Moore, who came back to the ball and hung on despite getting hit from behind. Now, the clock was still running here, so the Chiefs once again went tempo, and it's reasonable to assume that the Chargers' defensive line, which was thin in terms of bodies on Sunday, was getting pretty tired. They rushed 4 here while dropping 7 into coverage, but look at all of this space in the middle of the field. The Chiefs' protection opened up a path right up the gut into that void, and Mahomes takes off for 16 yards into the red zone. Trey Smith, in particular, deserves a lot of credit for making this happen, as he cleared his man and paved the way for Mahomes' scramble. That brings us to the final and game-winning play, which was strikingly similar to the game winner from last year's matchup with the Chargers in LA. Here's Travis Kelce down here, but also keep an eye on Justin Watson over here. They're each going to mirror the other with their route, as Kelce cuts to the left and runs a shallow crosser, while Watson runs the other way. Now, Kelce already had a beat on the safety, that's Derwin James, but it's Watson's route that also helps open this up. He's not going to make contact with James, making this a completely legal play, but his presence gave James something else to think about for a split second, and from there, Kelce had broken free. Mahomes hits him over the middle, and for the 3rd time on the night, the All-Pro tight end found the end zone. It was an epic, heart-pounding conclusion that has become commonplace in Kansas City nowadays, but things like this don't happen by accident. In fact, the Chiefs practice these exact situations on a regular basis.
Yeah, we do this a lot. Coach Reed prepares us for these moments. We knew we had a lot of time on the clock. We knew we had some timeout, so we didn't rush. We just kind of went through what we do every single day at practice and everything like that. And we executed. And I thought, obviously Travis. It's Travis. He makes his greatest tight end of all time. He makes plays like that that win games. But I thought a lot of young guys stepped up, and some guys that did not necessarily have those major roles stepped up on that drive as well. And so it's good to see with all those young guys out there.
Seemingly everybody stepped up in a big way on Sunday night, as the rest of the NFL was once again reminded that as long as there's time on the clock, the Kansas City Chiefs are never out of the game.